She was the second daughter of the family, and because she could not speak, everyone looked down on her. Then, on the night before her older sister was supposed to get married, she suddenly vanished without a trace. That unexpected disappearance forced her to take her sister's place in a marriage with one of the wealthiest families. But the moment she stepped out wearing the white wedding dress, she realized her sister's disappearance was far more suspicious than she had imagined.
벗으라고. 네 것도 아닌데 왜 입었어? 대타 주제.
Hee-ju had never wanted this marriage that her family forced on her. She never expected the groom to treat her so cruelly. Furious, she tore off her veil and pulled off her gloves. Then she reached for the wedding dress, intending to rip it off. Instead, the man quietly removed his own jacket. He gently draped it over her shoulders. His sudden change in attitude, and the way he knelt down to put the ring on her finger, made Hee-ju begin to see him in a different light. But after the wedding, she felt like a forgotten doll. Her husband never once fulfilled the role of a husband. She spent 3 lonely years living that way. To keep her daughter from damaging the family's interests, her mother handed Hee-ju a special outfit. She warned that if she failed to keep the marriage together, the payments for her father's nursing hospital would stop, and her mentally disabled biological father would be left to die on the streets.
인연이 뭐라는 거야?
Her mother had no idea that Hee-ju had wanted to escape this life for a long time. The only reason she endured those 3 years was because before the wedding, she had signed an agreement with her husband. The first condition was that she could never ask for a divorce. The second was that as Baek Sa-eon's wife, she could never reveal her name or her face. Breaking either rule meant paying him 2 billion won in compensation. She signed the contract back then, so her mother would send her sick biological father to a nursing hospital. After her mother left, Hee-ju tried on the outfit, planning to wear it in front of her husband when the chance came. But the next day, while driving home, a knife was suddenly pressed against her neck. Before Hee-ju even understood what was happening, the kidnapper called her husband. Seeing an overseas number, Baek Sa-eon assumed it was a prank. He completely ignored the threat. He said there was no chance he would pay any ransom. Then he immediately hung up. Hearing those words from her husband brought tears to Hee-ju's eyes. The kidnapper then repeatedly stabbed the headrest with the knife. Grabbing Hee-ju by the neck, the kidnapper said, "Does your husband not believe me? Or does he simply not care about his mute wife? You had better pray that he decides to pay." The kidnapper called Baek Sa-eon again.
분명히 말했어. 네 아내 죽인다고.
그래. 할 거면 빨리 해. 그리고 시체가 나오거든. 그때 연락해.
Those words completely enraged the kidnapper. He slammed his fist into Hee-ju's seat. Her mind went completely blank. She finally realized her husband wanted her gone from this world. The last bit of affection she had for him disappeared. Her hands trembled as they gripped the steering wheel. Even her foot could no longer control the gas pedal. The car hit a speed bump and bounced violently. After spinning several times across the road, it smashed through the roadside guardrail, but stopped before falling over the cliff. Unable to reach his wife by phone, Baek Sa-eon became increasingly anxious, so he asked a friend to trace the number.
보이스피싱 예감이 별로야. 나랑 예감이 별로거든. 뭐 사건이야?
At that moment, all he wanted was to get home as fast as possible. Hee-ju finally opened the car door, then collapsed onto the rain-soaked ground. The kidnapper inside the car had already passed out, while the specially modified phone lay inside the driver's seat. As soon as Hee-ju got home, she changed out of her clothes, then rushed straight into the bathroom. Looking at the wounds on her forehead and neck, and remembering her husband's heartless words on the phone, an idea suddenly came to her. While Hee-ju was serving dinner, her husband returned home, but there was no warmth in his voice.
살아있네. 오늘 살아있네 멀쩡히.
Every word felt like a knife, piercing straight through Hee-ju's heart, but she had no idea he had actually been worried sick about her. Just then, his assistant called, saying the overseas virtual number could only be traced in real time. If the call lasted more than 10 minutes, after hearing their conversation, Hee-ju realized her husband had not been doing nothing. Only then did she calm down. 3 years earlier, Hee-ju had replaced her missing sister and married presidential spokesperson Baek Sa-eon. The wedding that once drew nationwide attention was eventually held in complete privacy. Hee-ju knew she was nothing more than a sacrifice in a political marriage, so her husband's cold attitude seemed only natural. For the past 3 years, she had strictly honored the promise she made on her wedding day. She never revealed to anyone that she was Baek Sa-eon's wife. The only reason she attended the event with her husband today was because the ambassador's wife was hearing impaired and needed a sign language interpreter. But during the interpretation, the ambassador's wife mistakenly assumed she was the spokesperson's wife, so Hee-ju tried to explain that she was not.
She's not your wife? Don't believe I've ever seen your wife at an official event. How come she doesn't accompany you?
Baek-sa Eon explained that his wife was his greatest weakness. She could become a target from every direction, so he had kept her hidden all these years to protect her. After hearing that the ambassador praised him as a romantic, but Hee-ju's expression turned cold because she realized her husband was lying without hesitation. Afterward, Hee-ju confronted him.
혹시 방금 욕한 건가?